This is a green screen, by the way. No, it's not. I'm just kidding. What's up, Gucci gang? Imagine if that's what I said. What is up, Gucci gang? I ain't gotta tell you guys how difficult this year was. Or do I? Although it was overall, objectively, a shit year, we're not gonna focus on that, bruh. I think everybody is just feeling like they have done absolutely nothing this year. And then I realized that although I don't have maybe tangible things to show for what I got done this year, actually, you know what? My YouTube plaque did come in this year. That was 2019 accomplishment. Anyways, what the fuck am I talking about? I think I made a lot of strides mentally and internally, but especially in this year, 2020. So I really don't want to be one of those people that just say like, fuck 2020, like whatever, because I just don't want to do that again.
Fuck 2019. This was the worst year. 2020 is my year.
And look what happened. I want to focus on the mental strides that I made this year and the things that I went through and the things that you may have accomplished yourself, even if you didn't mark off everything on your New Year's resolution list. We made it here. I don't think we're giving ourselves enough credit for just getting through this year because it was hard. In the previous years, I focused on things that I wanted to do, like travel more or start a podcast. Although those things are really helpful and really amazing to do, I wasn't focusing on what I needed mentally. You know, I just talked about this recently, but this is the year that I moved like 3 times, all because of my indecisiveness and honestly, my just mental, I found myself chasing happiness in things that just weren't gonna get me that. I chased happiness through people, through locations, through new cities, through experiences, and then finally got to the point where it hit me that happiness isn't found in a house, in an apartment, in a change of location. I mean, don't get me wrong, those things get you excited, definitely give you joy, but true happiness and self-love comes from within you. I didn't realize how much I didn't have of that until this year. For half of the year, I was living alone. 2020, living alone wasn't that different until, of course, it was. 2020 is probably the most interesting year to live alone because it's the loneliest time. Packing on top of that, being a bit introverted, not knowing how to reach out or when to reach out or who to reach out to, it just doesn't help anything. This year was definitely a year that made me realize, like, girl, reach out. This year I held back on so much. I know that there was so many moments where I just needed and wanted to talk to a friend and I just talked myself out of texting them, calling them, reaching out. Just talking myself out of things was like a major thing this year. Although I'm saying that I maybe lacked in reaching out, this is the year that I had the most therapists. I had 3 therapists this year, and that was a journey in itself. I realized what I need in a therapist, what I want in a therapist, and what kind of therapy actually works for me. That is something that I definitely want to change next year and have a stable, consistent therapist, which I definitely want to share because I know for me, it's just really hard to find a therapist nowadays. And it's really hard to find out what kind of therapy or therapist you need. Oh my God, I just realized I saw 4 therapists this year. Whatever, you know, it's fun. Therapy is fun, but I also realized that I put so much value in therapy that I wasn't also listening to myself.
I kind of wanted to elaborate on this part of the video. Like I said, I saw 4 different therapists this year, and what I realized that I do with therapy, I would kind of use whatever they advised me to do. I took that advice and did the extreme. Or I would tell them things, you know, being honest, I would tell them things so that they would advise me to do something with that, and I would use that to fuel what I really wanted to do. Does that make sense? I manipulated the fuck out of my therapist. Oh my God.
To be very honest, this was the year that I felt like the biggest failure. I know that's the thing that we're telling ourselves not to tell ourselves. This was the year that people spent the most time on social media. And to a creator, to everyone, honestly, but to someone that was already creating prior to this, it was like integral to capitalize on this moment, on this year. I know it affected a lot of people this year, a lot of creators. It's not something that I want to beat myself up for or be ashamed about, because I feel like I tried my best. And that's what I can say, is that I really did try my best this year. I think this year made me reevaluate my relationship with social media. And it was another way that I was chasing happiness and self-love. I thought that once I hit this amount of subscribers, this amount of views, this amount of Instagram followers, this amount of brand deals, that I was gonna be happy. And that chase can only motivate you so much until you're burnt out, because nothing else is fueling you. Not because you want to do it, not because you're passionate about it, not because you believe in yourself. Like, all of that was gone for me. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't love what I was doing. I wasn't passionate about any of the content that I was making this year, or anything, really. I was burning myself out every single day. I was putting energy into something because I thought it was gonna return something to me immediately, and that's just not how most things work, and that's not how life works, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Is this making sense? Does it make sense? I was chasing something that could only be found within me, and I was just avoiding that. I have to be happy now with what I have, with the life that I'm already living, the knowledge that I already have, the amount of myself that I'm aware of, or else that happiness that I think I'm gonna get at a certain point is never gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep chasing nothing. Chasing pavements, man. Adele. That's like the biggest thing that I learned this year, because we had so much loss. Things that we thought we were gonna do, accomplish. Life is too fucking short to wait for something to make you happy. Like, you need to be happy with what you have, with who you are right now, while still growing yourself. Like, you can do both at the same time. You can still be working towards something and be happy with where you are right now, with what you have. I adopted a cat. She's upstairs, sleeping, you know, doing her thing. It's weird to say that a cat has helped me so much, but she has. Having another breathing, living thing around me that is super freaking cute. Cleans her own butt, knows where to poop, and likes to cuddle. Okay, like, not my thing, but you know, she's changing me. I also buzzed my hair this year. All the people who thought I was hot, out the window, out the window. But I buzzed my hair this year, just like 90% of the population, but that was freaking epic. Like that taught me a lot about beauty and inner beauty and how others perceived me. Oh my God, that was like a huge thing because I realized that so many people valued me through my hair length. I know that some of you guys watched that video and got really inspired to buzz your own hair, which is fucking amazing. Although I don't want to say fuck 2020, I do want to say it's a relief that it's over. I don't even want to say, I can't believe it's the end of 2020. You can, really? I can. And I don't know about you guys, but I am using the fuck out of this New Year's motivational vibe that you feel on January 1st, December 31st. Because there's only one time that you truly feel that in a year, and that's on New Year's. Start something new, do that thing that you've always been scared to do.
Use the vibe
That are being thrown at you by the universe or our social construct of time. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year's to all of you watching. I hope you guys have a great one. This is definitely a different New Year's, but it doesn't mean that you can't have as much fun or still partake in New Year's resolutions. Happy 2021! I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! And creepy fingers. Honestly, this year feels like a blur, right, guys? This is gonna be so hard to make. I haven't filmed a video in a month.
Use the vibe. Use the vibe. Use the vibe.